everybody and welcome to another Minecraft Bedrock tutorial. Minecraft is a fantastic game to play with friends, but what if all your friends are busy today, or if you're like me and you have no friends? What do you do then? Well, firstly, you defeat the Ender Dragon. Oh, you've done that. Okay, here's something to keep you entertained for hours. Build every single one of the Bowtie Man's builds he's made a video on. Okay, the last thing, the only thing left to do is to build yourself a redstone minigame. Now, the minigame we're going to be building today is a rock, paper, scissors minigame. Now, this is thanks to 2 subscribers, namely #Wrigley and Electro. So I want to say a massive thank you to them, but also a massive thank you to everyone who's been suggesting that I build minigames for ages. So thank you very much. So here is our rock, paper, scissors minigame. Now, this minigame is super easy to use. Basically, you choose first if you want rock, paper, or scissors, and then the machine decides whether it wants rock, paper, or scissors. And if our lights match, it means we win. Because if I choose paper, this light would turn on, and then if this light turns on, it means the machine chose stone, which of course means I win. If it chose paper, I would lose, and if it chose scissors, I would draw, which obviously means I lose. So basically, that's all it is. You want the lights to match. Now, I've made this minigame pay to play, so that's why we have a chest here, which is an input chest. But if you don't want that, if you want it to be free, you can. All you have to do is miss out a circuit, which I'll show you later. Okay, now let's actually play a few games. So firstly, I need to place my token in this chest here. Now, of course, this doesn't have to be a token. It can be a diamond, it can be a piece of gold, it can be an end crystal, whatever you pretty much fancy. So if I put my token in here, you can hear we have a sound effect knowing that we paid, and then I choose. Ooh, which one would you choose? Let's choose paper. So you can see I lost because it chose scissors, which means I don't get anything. Very sad. And we had a very negative sound effect to reaffirm that. To reaffirm that we're losers. So let's play again. Let's put our token in. And then let's choose rock this time. And as you can see, that time I won, which means I get a diamond. Now taking a very quick look at the redstone, as you can see, it is fairly small. I mean, it's very compact for how much it's doing, and it might look extremely complicated, but honestly, it really isn't that hard. Once we get into it, honestly, you'll find it easy. Okay, now you've seen the design. Let's get on with this tutorial. Just before we get into that tutorial, I just want to apologise for a lack of a video last week. You can probably still hear it in my voice, but I had a cold/chest infection last week, and you probably didn't want me to make a video when I sounded that bad. Hello everybody and welcome to another Minecraft Bedrock tutorial. Today we are So for this amazing build, you're going to need 6 regular pistons, 9 sticky pistons, 2 observers, 13 redstone repeaters, 8 redstone torches, 23 redstone dust, 3 redstone blocks, 6 redstone lamps, 8 comparators, 9 droppers, 9 hoppers, 6 rubbish blocks, basically a block you don't mind throwing away, which are going to go in your dropper hopper circuits, 5 immovable blocks, I'm going to be using obsidian, 3 chests, 6 note blocks, 2 slabs, 3 stairs, 3 stone buttons, 53 blocks for redstone to go on, and then how many blocks you need for decoration. And you're also going to need a stack of payment items and a stack of prizes. I'm going to be using diamond. Okay, to start your minigame, you need to place a wall down like this. So which is 4 high, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that we have that in place, you need to check that you have at least 4 blocks coming from the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 4. So I dig out 5 or 6 and at least 4 blocks down. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would do again 5 or 6 just to make sure. Okay, so now that you have that in place, firstly remove these 3 blocks here, and instead we need a transparent block. So that's why I'm going to be using stairs, but you can use glass or anything like that. So 3 blocks like this. Then remove the 3 blocks on top, and instead place redstone lamps. And then just for being symmetrical, I'm going to place some more stairs like this, but it's up to you. You don't need these ones here. Now remove these 3 blocks. And instead have 3 redstone lamps, remove these 3 glass blocks, and place blocks like this, and buttons on top. Now directly underneath these blocks, we need 3 droppers facing downward. 1, 2, and 3. Then crouch, and place a block here, then another block underneath, remove the middle one, and have another dropper facing upward. So what you're doing there is making an RS NOR latch. Then another dropper facing upward on the side of it, and another one like that. So after you've done that, come around to the back here, and firstly crouch and place 3 immovable blocks here, like this. 1, 2, 3. And now this is the tricky part. On these 3 blocks, we need comparators going away from these 3 droppers. So you'll be able to place the side ones very easily, but you might struggle to place the middle one in. So what you have to do is just remove the top block and place it like that. Alright? Now, after you've done that, we need 3 pistons going toward these 3 pieces of obsidian. So, block here, 1 out, and then have a piston going in like that. Another one next to it, again going toward the obsidian, and then another one like that. Then 3 blocks on top of the 3 pistons, and on top of these 3 blocks, we need 3 torches. 1, 2, and 3. Now, 3 torches on the side of this piston. Then we want to grab 3 sticky pistons and place them like this, 1, 2, and 3. And on the faces of these sticky pistons, we need 3 blocks of redstone. Now we need to place a block here, and 1 down, 1 to the left, and 1 to the right. Now come to the front, and crouch and place a block underneath this dropper, underneath this one, and this one. Another one down, but then 1 to the back. We can remove this one. And place 6 blocks like this. And now we can just connect these 2 like that. Alright? So we need to place dust like this, 1, 2, 3. And then we need to grab some repeaters and place 3 repeaters going toward the front, all on 4 tick delay. So it means we press them down and press them 3 times. Once, twice, thrice. So place it down, once, twice, thrice. Alright? Then 3 bits of dust like this. And again, 3 more repeaters going toward this block, this block, and this block, all on 4 tick delay. Like that. Okay, and then lastly, in these 3 droppers here, we need an item in each. So in the top droppers, we need an item like this. So any item you don't mind throwing away. There we are. So what happens now, when I press this button, that redstone torch is selected, and then some time later, as you can see, it is reset. Okay, after that, come around to the back, and firstly place a block here, and then 1 up. On top of this block, we need a torch, and then we need a piston like this, which should extend. That will make no sense yet, but it will do later. Then a torch here, and then a block, and some more dust. Then a block up like this. And what we want to do is place 2 hoppers going toward this block like this, 1 and 2. So facing toward that block. Then a hopper going toward this one here, like that. 2 going toward this one, 1, 2. Remove this block, and another hopper going toward this hopper here. So you can see it's going around in a loop, 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 loop like this. Alright. Then crouch, place a block here, 1 toward the front, 2 more out like this, and have comparators like this, 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to grab a sticky piston and place it on the very top block facing downward, and 2 more, and then 3 blocks like this. After you've done that, place 3 blocks here, 2 blocks here, and instead of having a block here, we need a slab or a transparent block. Then we need to cover this all in dust, so just crouch, place dust like this, and then dust like this as well. Alright? Now, what I want you to do now is to power this dust, okay, which will lock all those hoppers, and it will bring these pistons down. Alright, now when this is powered, we need to place in some items. So in this hopper here, so the far left one at the front, we need to place an item. Okay, so this hopper here has an item in it. Then we need to go to the very opposite hopper, which is this one here, and place an item in, like that. Now what this will mean is when I remove the power source like this, you'll see we have continuous 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we have to build the system which knows if we have 1 or not. So what you need to do is firstly place 3 sticky pistons facing downward on the side of these stair blocks here. Okay? And then 3 blocks on their face. Then on these pistons, we need repeaters going toward the back on 1 tick delay. Then 3 blocks like this. Block out like this. 2 out, 1 up. A line of blocks going toward this grass block here. Block up here, and a block up here. And then we can remove this block, this one, and this one. So you want a kind of mustache. Then we want dust like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. A repeater here on 2 tick delay. A repeater here on 4 tick delay. And a repeater here on 1 tick. Then we remove this grass block or flooring block. Place a dropper and have our chest like that. So that is our output chest. So now the machine will know if we have won. So if we press this button here, you see it doesn't match, so we don't win anything, as you can see. But if we keep playing until it matches, this might take some time. There we are, it matches. You can see we have our diamond. Brilliant. Now, just to finish this part of the build off, because I forgot earlier, we need to place a block here, 1 up, 1 to the left, and a repeater on 2 tick delay. And now we need to place in our note blocks. Oh, sorry, dust here. Just make sure we have that dust, otherwise that won't activate. So we need a note block here, and we need to press it once, like this. We need a note block here, and press it once. A note block here, and press it 10 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then on the other side, we need a note block here, and we need to press it 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? So now if we press this button and we get it wrong, you can see we have a very dejected sound, but when we get it right, we should have a nice jingle. There we are. Now that, surprisingly, is all the redstone done if you don't want to have the pay-to-play system. So now I'm going to show you how to do that. So if you don't want to pay to play this game, that's everything done. But if you want to pay, this is how to do it. So firstly, place a piston facing this way, like that. Then a movable object here with a torch on it. Then a piston facing downward, like that. And again, an obsidian. Torch like this, and a block. A comparator here going toward that piston, a block here, 1 up. Then 2 droppers facing like this, 1 here and 1 here. So another RS NOR latch. Then we need a torch on the side of that piston, a repeater like that which should turn on, and a block. After you've done that, in this left dropper here, we need to place an item. Okay, now the very last thing we have to do is firstly remove this block here and have a hopper going toward this grass block like this. And on top of this hopper, we can have a chest. Now in this hopper, we need 18 items which you want as your token. So basically, whatever you want to be paying to use this is this item. So earlier I had tokens, so in that hopper I had 18 tokens, as you can see. But this time I'm going to be using iron just to be easy, okay? So 18 iron goes in there. Then 4 items like this. Alright, now these 4 items need to be something that never goes into your system. Hence I'm using dirt. Now a block here. Then a comparator running away from that hopper. Then a slab and a block. And 2 bits of dust like this. 1 and 2. Then grab a chest, and place it like this. Have a hopper going directly into the top of that chest, and have another hopper going like that. So now you can see it's gone down to 17, and 1 of the items will be in here. So now all you have to do is fill it back to 18, and that's it. So now when I pay an item, you can see this comparator is turned off, which has now turned off this torch, which will allow this piston to retract. Otherwise, if it's on, this piston won't retract, which will keep this torch on, which will lock our system. That is why we have our piston there. So now we can use it. I can play. I get it right. I get my diamond. Brilliant. But if I don't pay and I press the button, all what happens is the light turns on and then it turns off, and nothing else. Brilliant. Now the very last thing we have to do is just do the last two sound effects, which is have an observer like this, an observer like this, a block here, and one here. Then have a note block here, and press it 5 times. Once, twice, thrice, 4 times, and 5. And one here, and press it 11 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And then lastly, we can place in our item frames telling us what each one does. So we have rock, paper, scissors down here. So scissors beats paper, so paper goes up here. Paper beats rock, so rock goes up there. And stone beats scissors, what goes out like that. And that's completely done. So all I have to do now is put my banners, because I like my banners. A link in the description to show you how to do these. And that's everything all finished. So now to give it a final quick test, all we have to do is put our iron in like this. We have our sound effect, press the button, I lose. So we have our sound of misery, we get nothing. Pay again. Let's go rock this time. I lose again. It's going well. But eventually, there we are. I win. And I get my diamond. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So our diamonds get stored down here, and our tokens get stored down here. And this is the end of the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video or like this design, please give us a like. And if you really loved it, make sure you subscribe with that wonderful subscribe button for more awesome content. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one, and I'll see you later. Bye!